Welcome back to Maximum Apocalypse. We have the Hunter, and we're hunting down zombies in our second mission of the campaign. Mission 2, collect samples. We already have a soldier, we already have a spitter. We need 2 of each. We're going to find a lot more. Alright, let's begin our first turn. We're sitting here at the farm currently, so let's go roll up a couple dice and see if we spawn any monsters. Alright, let's roll a couple of dice and we're going to see if we get any monsters spawning. And we get a 4, which is right here at the gas station. Let's see, we got a 3, 6, 9, 4, 3, 6, and 12. Alright, we do get one right here at the gas station. Now we can move in there and attack it. We do need to get monsters. But first let's draw a card. So currently in our hand we've got some food, we've got a headshot, resourceful backpack, camouflage, and a bear trap. So let's draw one card, and we get Cover of Night. Oh, I love these cards. Draw 3 cards from any scavenge deck and discard 1 of them. Alright, we're going to have 4 actions. Let me think about what we're going to do, and we'll come right back. Alright, I think our very first action is going to be scavenging at the farm. So we're going to scavenge at the farm, and we find medical supplies. Short range, restore 3 health. Ooh, in case we get beat up. I was wondering how we were going to heal. That's actually a good thing to get. That was our first action. What do we do for our second action? What do we want to do? I think we are going to go ahead and put the backpack down for our second action. That gives us +1 carry. And then we will, for our third action, we will put the bear trap down, just in case we want to trap some zombies. And for our final action, let's go ahead. Do we want? No, we won't do Cover of Night yet. For our final action, we'll go ahead and we'll eat our food, reduce hunger by 1. That's out of the green deck. Alright, so let's reduce our hunger by 1. Alright, we're reducing our hunger from 4 down to 3, which sounds great until we get to the next phase of the turn, which of course is increasing our hunger. So now we're going from 3 back to 4. Ate a little bit of food, staved off starvation. We have no enemies in front of us, so we won't take any damage. On we go to the next turn. Alright, couple of dice, and we're going to see if we get any monsters spawning. And this time we get a 6. Ooh, I do believe there's a lot of 6s on the board. Well, there's not a ton of 6s, but there's at least 2 of them. So right back here at our van, we now get a monster spawn. We also get a monster spawn on the city street. Now if we move in here, draw a monster, we can get 2. We have to get over to the zombie queen though and take her out as well. So there's that. Alright, that was spawning monsters, and now it is time to draw a card, and we get ourselves another machete. We already have a machete, so that's okay. That's okay. We're good to go. And now we get to have our 4 actions. And I think we might, oh boy, our 4 actions, eh? Let me think. You know, for the very first action, yes, we're going to scavenge at the green farm again. I really want to have a big supply of food, and we find spare parts. Retrieve a card from your discard pile. That's not food. That is not food. Okay, we have 3 actions remaining, and I think let's start moving. So for our second action, we're going to move in here. And what do we find? A shelter. Immune to damage when you end your turn here and start somewhere else. Alright, that was our second action. We have 2 more actions. And what do we want to do for our 2 more actions? We could do this camouflage. You know what? I think we might go ahead and camouflage ourselves there over at the shelter. And the action here is discard a monster. Cannot be used on bosses in front of you and replace it with a monster token. And then you take 3 damage. I know we take some damage, but we do now have a healing kit. So we're going to, for our third action, we're going to set down camouflage. So now we have a carry of 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a carry of 5, and we can carry 7 because of our backpack. True solo, you get to carry weight of 6. That was first action, second, that was our third action. For our fourth action, you know what, let's do this one, Cover of Night. Draw 3 cards from any scavenge deck and discard one of them. And you know which scavenge deck we're going to grab. We're going to grab the food deck, the green deck, 1, 2, 3. And we have to discard one. Let's hope we get lots of food. We got fuel. We're going to discard it. Food. Empty hands. Are you kidding me? Well, my goodness. That was pretty sad. Okay, so we'll keep the fuel. We'll discard the empty hands. Because if we run into any bandit camps, they can have our fuel. All right. So we're going to immediately do that as a free action. Put the fuel in there. And of course we keep the food. That was our 4th and final action. All right, now it is time to increase hunger. All right, we have lots of fuel out here. We're going to increase our hunger 4 to 5. If we increase our hunger once more, yeah, we're going to be starving. That's not great. And no monsters in front of us. We're taking no damage. All right, let's go to another turn. Yes, rolling a couple of dice, and we're going to see what we get. We're hunting for zombies. We get a 7. I do not think there's any 7s out on the board at all. And as I suspected, there's a 3, a 6, a 9, 4, 3, 6, 12, 2. There's no 7s. We get no monster spawns. And now we draw 1 card. And the 1 card we draw is another camouflage. Okay. Put that in our hand. And what do we have now? We've got 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 cards. 4 of our cards in hand. And 4 scavenge cards. Okay, our very first action. I think we better eat some food. You know, oh man. Yeah, we're gonna spend 1 action eating our food for reducing by 1. So let's go ahead and do that as our first action. Alright, we reduce our hunger by 1 as our first action. We're at 4. Alright, back to the board. Alright, for our second action, we're gonna move up here. Second action, moving, and we run into a forest. Stop! If you move again this turn, draw a monster. You know what? That was our second action. Let's do our third action, and we will be drawing a monster. So we're going to move here for our third action. Gas station, free scavenge, but in the gas station is a monster. So we have 1 action remaining, and we find a zombie walker. Perfect. This is one of the ones we need to take out. All right, first action was here. Excuse me. Second action was that only our second action? I'm going to have to review the footage. We do get a free scavenge in red, so let's go ahead. Oh no, we ate food. Ate food, moved, and second, so that we have 2 actions left. And we found an antidote. Cure all status effects on target. Okay. If we get poisoned or something, which I don't know if we can. I don't think we can from the zombie deck. Maybe the mutant deck. All right. Have to figure out what we want to do for our final action, because we ate, we moved, and yeah, so let me think about this. Now we do have a bear trap. Deal 5 damage. Discard, deal 5 damage to a target. We can just bear trap that guy. Let me think about this, and we'll come right back. Alright, we have 1 action remaining, and for our final action, yeah, we're gonna, although I don't think this is it doesn't say action, we just discard this, deal 5 damage to a target. Boom! So the bear trap snaps on our zombie walker, doing 5 damage. And now we have our first zombie walker. We need 2 of those for samples as well. We do have 1 action remaining. And I think for our final action, we're going to go ahead and use the spare parts and build ourselves another bear trap. Because retrieve a card from your discard pile. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And guess what? We're going to be... retrieve a card. No, we're going to retrieve the bear trap. We're retrieving the bear trap. That's going to go back into our hand. All right, that's our 4 actions. Let's get hungry. Yep, we have to increase hunger from 4 to 5. We do have some food, though. All right, we're going to do 1 more turn. Yes, we have no enemies, no damage towards us. 1 more turn for this episode. Yep, 2 dice, and let's see if we get any zombies spawning anywhere. We get a 9. Ooh, I do believe there's a bunch of 9s out here, so let's get populating those zombies. And by bunch, I mean 1. I think we just have 1 9, and that is the gas station here for 6, 3, 6, 3, 8, 2, 12, and a 5. Yep, that's it. Okay, drawing a card from our deck, and we get Snare. Mid-range, deal 2 damage to a target and stun that target. until the start of your next turn. Oh, I love it. We have bear traps, we have snares, all kinds of good stuff. Now we have 4 actions, and so absolutely our first action we are going to put down, we're going to set up another bear trap. And for our second action, we definitely need to eat some food. So for our second action, reduce our hunger by 2. We're going through the food though, so let's reduce our hunger by 2. Alright, reducing our hunger by 2 from 5 down to 3. Haven't starved yet. We are the hunter though, so we probably shouldn't starve. Alright, we have 2 actions remaining for the rest of this turn. And I think we're going to move for our second to last action. We're going to move here. We're trying to get to the zombie queen. Of course! To get to the zombie queen, we have a river. Now, our values are very good. So it's very likely we'll be able to cross a river. We're a hunter! Alright, let's take a look. We, of course, have a sneak of 9. So yeah, we're very nimble. We're woods lady. So we're going to see if we can go past the river. We need a 9 or less. Let's get out the dice tray. I guess we can do it. Yeah, we can do it right here. And we need a 9 or less. We get a 7. So we managed to move on to this tile. We have 1 action remaining. And what do I want to do with my 1 action? I mean, we could do... what do I want to do for 1? Select any gear from a discard pile and put it directly into play. I should have used that to put the bear trap on. Well, that was a bit silly. Let me think about our final action. We can also just draw a card. You know what? We haven't done that. We've got a pretty good sized deck left. This may be a bad idea, but we're just going to go ahead for our final action and we're going to draw another card. And we draw flaming arrows. Mid-range action, deal 5 damage to a target and 3 damage to up to 2 additional targets. Oh, bow or crossbow must be equipped. We don't have a bow or crossbow yet. Alright, that was our final action. Okay, it's time now for the hunger phase. Alright, hunger phase, we're going from 3 to 4. Hunger, not starving yet, but we're getting closer to starving, which I'm not a fan of. We're currently carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're carrying 6 weight. We can carry a total of 7 because we have a backpack. And yeah, so that's going to be it. We don't have any enemies with us, so we're not going to take any damage. We're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, it's a bit slow going. We have the queen sitting here, so we have a bear trap out. We've got a machete. I think we're ready for her. I think we are. So probably next episode we're hunting and we've just crossed the river. On the other side of the river is the queen zombie, which we are going to try to take out. It's part of our mission scenario. We need food though. We're getting a little bit low on things to eat, which is not good. So we got to think about that as well. And that'll be it. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, likes. This is Maximum Apocalypse. We're doing mission 2 called Collecting Samples. We currently have 1 zombie soldier, 1 zombie spitter, 1 zombie walker. We need quite a few more monsters, a few more zombies to collect all the samples. I think food is going to be a bit of an issue here for us, but we will find out how we do in future episodes. So thanks so much. Hope you'll join me tomorrow for the continuation, Maximum Apocalypse, Mission 2 of the Zombie Campaign, Collecting Samples.